One day, in one of the villages, there lived a very lazy child. He was known for his neglect and lack of interest. He usually wasted his time on trivial things, neglected his duties, and was lazy in all matters, despite the constant advice from his family members and friends. He was unable to control his time and make better use of it. One day, an old man visited the village. He was distinguished by wisdom and intelligence, and he usually used these two qualities to solve people's problems. When the child heard the news, he decided to visit him and ask him for advice and guidance. So he went to him and said, "Sir, can you guide me on how to make the best use of my time and not waste it on trivial things?" The man smiled after he understood that child's problem. Then he took out an hourglass from his bag and said, "This hourglass symbolizes time, and every grain of sand represents a precious moment in your life." The child held that watch and began to look at it very carefully. Then the man said, "Now I want you to imagine that every grain of sand falling from this hour is a missed opportunity. Every time you neglect your duties or are lazy, you will lose a grain of sand forever." The child realized the seriousness of the matter that he thought was easy, so his attention and focus increased with every word he heard. Then the man said, "Time is a precious gift, my son, but it does not wait for anyone. Every second that passes is a second that you cannot get back. If you continue wasting time, you will wake up one day full of regret, and then you cannot go back." The child said, "Okay, but how can I change my bad behavior and make the most of my time?" The man smiled and said, "Always wake up before sunrise, and start your day by remembering God and praising Him, then praying. And after that, determine the things that must be done every day and turn them into goals that must be reached. Then put your trust in God and hasten to complete them one by one, and ask for help and success from God. Remember, my son, that the soul needs jihad. The path to success will not be easy in most cases." The child took this advice seriously and decided to get rid of his bad habits. He started his days early, set a program for his daily activities, and took the initiative to complete them on time. The days turned into weeks and the weeks into months, and the fruits of all that discipline began to appear. The child witnessed a positive transformation in his life, and all the residents of the village noticed this transformation. And with the passage of time he became an active young man and discovered many of his hidden talents. He made great achievements thanks to his wise use of time and thanks to God's grace. If we see in our lives each of us saying over and over again that he does not have time to carry out duties and obligations, but in fact, we have this time. The problem is that we do not use it well, and it is wasted on useless things most of the time. This is a student who does not find a single hour to review his lessons, but he watches many episodes of his favorite series until midnight. This is a man who does not have time to visit his sick brother, but he hardly misses seeing one match of his favorite team. This is a woman who loves the Quran very much, but she does not have the minutes to read 2 pages a day, but you find her browsing on social media sites for hours. This man cannot exercise even once a week, but he has time to sit in the chair every day. We must be motivated to change our characteristics, bad things, and reprogramming our times for what benefits us like that child. We will certainly succeed as he succeeded with perseverance, diligence, and activity. This is the goal of these short motivational stories. Thank you for watching, and do not forget to subscribe to the channel and press the like button.